Okay. Hope everybody is well. Let's talk. What are you willing to do now that the next generation won't have to do later? What are you willing to break now? What are you willing to stop now? What ideologies are you willing to change, to give up? What habits are you willing to break? What cycles are you willing to stop so that your kids, their kids, their kids, their future kids, their great, your great, 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 great grandchildren won't have to suffer from? What do you need to break now that your grandma and your granddaddy didn't break 30 years ago? What do you need to break now that your mama and daddy been carrying from their parents, their grandparents, their great grandparents? You got 17 generations worth of trauma being passed down in the form of diseases, mental stability, ability, emotional stability, emotional trauma. Your family has 30 years of improper communication because somebody 100 years ago just refused to have a conversation. It's okay. Come on.
I ain't gonna be out here long, so I don't wanna mess you up again when I'm leaving.
Nah, my bad. Let me step out. What have you felt to change? What mindsets have you felt to get rid of? What heart postures have you failed to examine? What changes are you supposed to be making that you just refuse to make out of fear? You know you're supposed to leave home and leave your small town where everybody in your family then stayed, including Momo and Paw and your family go back to the 1800s in this town. But you had a small word that said, get up and go. But because of fear, you stayed. You ignored that voice in the back of your head that said, nah, you're different. Hold out. Don't do it. You're worth more. But you wanted to fit in. You wanted to belong. Because that trauma wasn't healed from your parents, their parents. It was passed on to you, and you were introduced to new trauma, and so you have a hard time of people pleasing or uh, what's the word? Trauma bonds, where you're connecting yourselves to people who are in the same realm mentally, emotionally, physically, on a low vibrational scale than where you need to be. I know everybody likes short videos. Sometimes it might be short. Sometimes it might be long. Sometimes I might meet you in the middle. I'm honestly only going with the flow. And right now, what are we not breaking? What are we passing along? Are we still passing along generational curses? Generational curses are the words that are spoken over your family, yourselves, the actions that are repeated, the habits, the cycles. The mentality of poverty is a generational curse. The mentality that all men cheat is a generational curse. The mentality that you have to work for somebody else is a generational curse. The mind frame that you have to rely on other people's opinions about you and what you need to do for you, so you seek validation for everyone, from everyone, outside of yourself and the Most High, is a generational curse. Now, a lot of these, for my people, stem from a lot of years of slavery. And I know nobody likes to talk about that. And we not just talk about no whips to backs. We talk about mental slavery. Years and years of mental slavery, of making us feel less than each other, less than the white man, less than the Asian man, less than any other man. Still with the mental slavery mindset of we're only 3/5 of a person, so we're always trying to find our space in this world and try to figure out where we fit. That is a generational curse that we have to break tremendously. We don't have to fit anywhere. We are here. We are it. We are